So I hope you saw the video of the Puch parts I had, wheels and a box of odd bits, and the reveal of this Puch Maxi S. I've started to just have a look at it. I've took the spark plug out and I tried to sort of kick the engine over, redo it on the pedal, and it seems to be seized. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the head part off, then try and get the barrel off and have a look and see what it's like in there. It doesn't seem to have a lot of gear oil in it either. So yeah, haven't got a clue what's wrong with it, but we'll have a look and try and get this one going. I can't even see if it's got spark until I get turning over. So yeah, that's going to be my first job. I'll put it on a tripod and we'll have a little look what it's like. So let's see if we can get this head off to see if yeah, what it's like in there, because yeah, I can't kick it over. So I haven't even lubricated the little bolts, but well, they might come undone. We'll see. That one has. I'll just do that and then I'll be back with you, because they're getting stuck in the socket and it's just a bit irritating at the moment. So I'll do that, and it's only 4 bolts, and then I'll put it back on before I take it off. So now I've got the 4 nuts off, and we'll see if this slips out. There is still the decompression cable in there, so I'm not sure whether that's going to have to be disconnected, which I think is going to have to. Yeah, forget how it comes off. Ugh, it's manky under there. Very much oilier than the other on this one. I just wanted that to sort of really drop. I want to see if I can get it off and it drop, but the cable's quite tight up. Perhaps I'll release it there a little bit, make it a little bit easier, or just get a glove. Oh yeah, I've released that now. It's like a little clip right underneath it goes onto. Oh, don't want to mess the head gasket up. I think I've done it. It's an aluminium gasket, so can use that again. So now we've got that off, and yeah, I'll see if it does anything now. It should turn over easy now if it's going to, but I think it seems to be pretty solidly stuck. I don't know if there's a nut on that side. No, what I might do now is you can just see up there, there's 2 little nuts to take the carburetor off, because I'm going to have to clean the carburetor out anyway, and I'll put that through the ultrasonic cleaner, which I possibly might do tonight, so I can put some WD-40 in from the top, and then I might just get a little bit of wood and just give it a gentle little tap on the top and just see if that's enough to sort of just shock it into life, really, because I wouldn't think it's being stuck by much. It doesn't look too bad what I can see of it. I think probably the thing is it's just been stuck around. It looks like it's been where people have cut wood as well. Not that that makes any difference, but yeah, I'll see if I can just get them 2 off. So I'll do that off camera and I'll be back with you. So now I've got the carb off. The bolts are actually loose on that, so I don't know what's been going on there, so I might have had a look at it. It actually looks quite clean. Perhaps someone did give it a clean at some point, but anyway, your light's gonna be a bit poorer for a second while I just check. Yeah, I can see where the piston's sort of stuck. I'm going to just blast a bit of WD-40 down there for a start. Certainly ain't going to do no harm. But I don't think it's going to be particularly going where I need it to. But at least if I can get it moving. In the past, I've just given them a little tap on the end, like on there, just to shock them a bit, and then they're gone. But not this one. I might have to take the cap off to the and turn it on the flywheel. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take the flywheel cap off and then see if I can just get a spanner on it, because that'll help me a little bit more. So I have got the flywheel cover off now, and I did move it slightly. I think it moves okay. I did only do it slightly. I'm just going to get a bit of blue roll so I can just wipe any gunk out the end. But it seemed to move. Did this? Yeah, it is moving. So if I just clean up that bit out there, And then where's the WD? I'll put that. Yep, that looks okay. So perhaps it wasn't actually that was. Perhaps it wasn't actually that was stuck. Perhaps a little bit of compression there. I think that's probably all right. Yeah, it feels good in there. Like I said before, I had read that they did good bores on these, so yeah, that's good. Now let's just see. No, there's something. It's going to do something then, but I'm pulling that lever at the top, and that should. There we go. So yeah, with I don't think personally, I don't think it was seized. I thought it was, but I don't think it was. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to disconnect this cable off of that, because that is all absolutely disgusting in there. I'm going to give it a clean, and I don't think that's working. Same problem I had in the other one. The decompression valve is working. There it is, there, stuck inside. I don't think that's working, so I'll probably have to tap that with a hammer backwards and forwards like I had to last time, to get anything going on with that. Sorry, you got shot there a bit. Yeah, just tap it there, and then I'll tap it the other way and make it so it moves really easy, and then we should be good to go with the engine side of things. I have to make sure I've got some gear oil, and I'll find out what gear oil it has. I think I actually bought some, so I'll probably put that in, but yeah, and then yeah, because you have to have the right one, because the clutch and that is, you know, like the automatic type clutch. So yeah, and then we can get this back together and do the carb, check for spark, and then we might have a runner. And then, to be honest, if it is a runner, that side of things, like I said, the chains look good, need some lubrication, see what the brakes are like. I have to take the back wheel out to put tyre on it and give that clean when it's out, or I could use the other wheel I bought the other day. I could even do that, and we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'd like to get this up and running quick, so I can use it. And what I'm going to do as well is some of the old bits that come off the silver one, which I'm not going to use again on that, I can use on this, because some of the chrome bits are a bit better than the chrome bits on this. Like, I think the handlebars are better, and yeah, there's various other bits that are better, so I can do that. I'll just see if there's any play in. It doesn't feel no bearing play in the engine on this one either. They did on the other one, which I've got a kit for doing that, a bearing kit for doing it. So this one doesn't. So I'm going to leave well alone with this one. If it runs, it's just going to be initially used. So yeah, I'm going to get that off camera, and then I'll show you it when I'm so I'm on the bench now with this decompression valve, which I want to free off. I could just have a hammer here. All I'm going to do for a start is just give it a gentle tap there. I think it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. So it must have just been something a bit stuck to stop it kicking over, right? So what I'm gonna do now is give this a bit of a degrease. I will do that off camera, and just get a bit of WD-40 going through that anyway, because it'll help it, won't it? So, and then we can get this back on, and then I'll concentrate on the other bits of carb and that. So yeah, the next job will be probably stripping down the carb, and I'll get that done. Try to get that in ultrasonic cleaner tonight, and then the last thing we'll do to try and get started will be probably have to clean the points. Probably hasn't got spark. It might do, but I don't know. I'll probably just make sure I clean the points just to make sure everything's good in there, and then yeah, we'll see if this one, like I said, is a runner. So now I've got the head cleaned just over here, and I'm going to put it back on. I haven't cleaned that bit, but I'm not going to at the moment. I'm just going to put a little bit of a touch of 2-stroke oil around in the bore, not a lot, just to give it bit of a helping start, and then I'm just going to put the head back on and go for it. I'll show you the head quickly before I put it back on. I've cleaned up pretty well. It was very, very greasy and like mud and dirt and everything in it, but yeah, that's okay now. So I have got to just connect the cable for this. There we go. It's got to go through there, and there is a little, like a washer with a cut out in it. So I'll just see how that goes. I don't think there's a certain way for that to go. I'll clip that under the engine afterwards, wherever it's got to go. But then it's as easy as just putting that on there. Yeah, so what I've done now is just got some new nuts and washers. I probably won't be able to show you this part very easy because they're right in there. So I will do that off camera. But yeah, just some standard 10mm nuts, and I've got 4 of them, new ones, so they're better because the others have gone a bit rusty and horrible. And I have got the old washers. I'll go with them. So I'll just do that off camera, and then we'll have the head back on. So now it's a case of tightening up the head bolts. So they're not the easiest to get in because they're quite small and they're quite deep in there. You might remember on the other video what I did on the other Puch. But they're in there now, so I'll just let you see me do these up. So that's all tight now. I didn't do torque settings or anything. I did it at Luke's torque settings, and that's tight. They'll be fine. But there must be a torque setting for it, but I don't know what it is at the moment. I will just quickly just turn it over now, just to check it's all turning over okay. Now the head's on, and it is. Seems to have very good compression, and that'll be about it for tonight because it's getting quite late now. Okay, I haven't quite gone yet. It's still the same night. I thought I'd just see if it had spark, and it didn't on its original plug, but I hope you can see okay. Hopefully you can see that okay. It has, on a new spark plug, it has got spark, so that's a job I haven't really got to do. I haven't got to clean them at the moment. Yeah, I'm pleased it's got spark, so I can put that back in now, sort of finally, and then I'll just have the carb to clean out, and I'll be able to kick it over tomorrow. The only thing I'm missing is a throttle cable. I might have to borrow the one off of the silver Puch for that, because that was okay. Yeah, because I'm going to replace all the cables with brand new ones on that. I'm not worried about using the second-hand ones on here. It doesn't matter for what I want to do with this. So, you know, if I can, like I might have said earlier, or I said in a reveal video of it, I'm going to sort of save where I can and sort of recycle the bits from the other one that are okay. Like if the outer cable split or something, but the cable's okay still, I'm just going to use it because, yeah, just want to get this one on the road for basically next to nothing really. Like the tyres I will have to put on. But to be honest, they don't look that bad, but I will put the new tyres on because that is quite an important thing. Well, a very important thing to have good tyres. And the brakes, I should probably just pop the wheels out and have a look at the shoes and just check they're okay. I think, yeah, that one works nicely. I can maybe just see the lever through the spokes. Just there. That's working okay. And the back one, well, I hope I get the right lever. You can't see that. It feels a bit sticky, that one. Might be because I put the cable down like that. Yeah, it's a bit sticky, the back one, so I'll have a look at that. Actually, I've got cable up there, and that's a throttle cable. Oh, where are we? Throttle cable. You see it's all frayed and that. So yeah, I will use the one off the other one. So I think I'm only really one cable short because I think the other cables will be okay. Might have to just give them a bit of a grease up and that, but that'll be okay. So yeah, looking good. I think this is actually better than it looks, especially for getting on the road. You know, it's got some rust developing there and that, but like I said, for the initially isn't going to be a problem because I'm just going to do it, give it a wash, give it a clean up. Might try and get a bit of polish, even a bit of WD-40 on there, wiped over, would make it look a lot better. When I get outside, I'll put some of the gunk degreaser on and give it a spray down, pressure wash down. I'll just cover the carb up with a bit of plastic bag or something to give that a good clean down. And yeah, we can have this one up and running. And it could be quite quick. Definitely I need a seat. Whether I use the other one, probably will. I might give Laura a job. Get to make me some sort of cover out of some old waterproofs or something over the sponge of the other one, just so I've got a seat. Yeah, this is going to be like I said, a recycled one. I think I'm going to have to give this one a name and the other one a name, because you're going to get mixed up with the videos. So yeah, I think I'll call this one Pearl, because it's purple, and the other one I think I'll call Sylvia, because they're silver. So that's how you can distinguish which video comes up, either Pearl or Sylvia. I think that's not a bad idea. So yeah, yeah, I'm going to leave it tonight now. No, actually I'm not. I'll just show you inside the car when I take it apart. So let's have a quick little look at this carb just before I go in. I think it's 14, if I can find the right socket. I think that's 14 on the bottom. If you remember rightly on the other one, if you watched the video, it's sort of moulded in the bowl, the nut piece. And it's nice. But I have a funny feeling someone has had this out and cleaned it. I'll take them out and take that off, because I think there are a couple of Allen key pieces there, and I'm tempted to leave that in there actually. I'll see if it blows through okay and take a little jet out. I'll get a service kit for it anyway. I'll get the oil, which I might have, but I'll have to replace for the other one. Plug's okay, and a few other bits and pieces, and then yeah, should be good to go. But I've got to get that little jet out, so I'll sort that out. But if you want to see how this was done, if you look on my other Puch video, a few videos back, I'll link it underneath. I'll link the video where I did the carb to save, showing you again. So yeah, just wanted to show you that it was clean in there. Didn't have any gunk in there at all. It's dry. It's really dry. So yeah, but I think it's worth just putting it through the ultrasonic cleaner, just to better be safe than sorry, really. You know, because when I put it back on, I know it's really clean. So yeah, I'll be back with you tomorrow when I get this back on and try for startup. So I'm back working on Pearl the Puch again, and yeah, I've just done cleaned the carb out. I didn't bother with the ultrasonic cleaner in the end. It was quite clean, so I just went with carb spray and the airline. So that part is done. It was missing that spring, which I've actually had spare off the other Puch, because I bought a new carb kit for that, and I've actually got a carb kit on order, but I don't think I'm going to have to use any of that, so none of that will be used on this, because the idea of this is to do it on a real budget, just basically to get it on the road as cheap as possible. Yeah, the whole idea is to do this on a budget. Basically the budget is for this less than £100. Up to now it's actually cost me basically nothing. Spark plug would have been about £1. And I've got the tyres already, but I've obviously had to buy them. I think they were coming about £40 for the tyres and tubes, so I've got them, so that'd be £40. And also as well, yeah, I have just sent off for the registration document as well, and that's another £25. So yeah, so we are in it for about something like £66 or something. But I want to get this on the road for less than £100, and obviously there was the buying fee as well. I'm going to get the carb back on, and I'm going to get the throttle cable done, so then we can go for startup. And once we've got startup, it'll probably be the tyres next I'll do. Clean up, get outside, give a good pressure wash and that down, just to clean it up, and then see if everything works, lubricate bits up and everything. Then I don't think I'll be far off then, sort of having it sort of roadworthy. So I'm just going to have to wait for the registration document to come back, which could be about a month. We'll have to just see how quick that is. But yeah, that's the plan for this one. Nothing special, just want this one on the road to be usable this year in sort of the condition it looks. But I will clean up a bit, it will look better. And some of them rusty chrome bits there, I shall just go over with some silver paint at some stage and just make it look a little bit more presentable. But at the end of the day, as long as it's mechanically sound and working, that's good enough to have it to use. So yeah, I better get on. So I've managed to find the cable off the other Puch, of Sylvia, and I'm just gonna get it fitted on here. I think it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. It come off the other handlebars very easy. Just push it in there. You can't see very well, but if you're doing it, you'll notice how easy it really is. So Yeah, I will just show you in a second. I'll just push that in and I'll show you how that goes. I'll have to just take off the tripod a minute. Yeah, all it does is push into there, and then that fits in sort of in through there, for the little slot there, and then it sort of pulls into there like so, and that's it. It's that simple. So now I've just got to find out which way it routes round so it doesn't get pulled or anything, because it has to go round. Actually, it goes underneath there. So I'll just do that off camera, and then I'll be back with you when I've got that routed through. Yeah, so let's see if we can get this back together, this carb here. Well, there's a cable all through now. I've sort of routed it best I can. That has got to go. Well, actually, what I'll do for a start, screw that on there. Mind my hands a bit. I'll probably be in the way at times, but try my best. So that goes there. Then if I guide that through, yeah, we've got that coming out of there. So I'll leave it like that for a minute. Then I've got that piece there, the slider, with the needle inside. So I've just got to position that because there's like a locate in slot, which I did have right. Oh yeah, it's right now. It's like a little locating slot in there. So yep, I've done that, and then the spring's got to fit in there, and then I've got to try and hook it through so the cable locates and goes in place. So if I'm out of shot a little bit, I'm sorry. I'm going to try and do this best I can. I'm going to just have to check that a minute. I think that was wrong how I had that little clip thing in. That's better. If it'll go, yeah, that's better. Yeah, I had that clip wrong in there, so it was stopping that cable going through. I think I've got it right now. Yeah, got that in. So that's all in now there, as you can see. So it is just the case of getting it in the carb now. I did do a video of this on the other one, and I've got to try and remember how it goes now, because that slider fits in there like so, and then that piece there has got to slip in to that slider there. So that bit there has got to go in the slider. So you probably won't be able to see brilliantly as I do this, but I'll try and do what I can. For a start, I need to get that located right, which I did have a little bit of difficulty with the other one doing that. It's actually going in there, but I don't know why it ain't sliding in. You're gonna have to bear with me a minute to see if I can get that in. So I've eventually got it. It doesn't go in. Slider doesn't. This slider, like the barrel slider, doesn't go in with this in first. So what I have to do first is put this in. If I can get the pin right. It's a bit out of place now. Just straighten up a bit. It will go, I've just got to move that pin slightly. Yeah, pins line out. See, we've got that now. It's gone in fully now. So now I've got to try and hold that to the side and put this slider thing in. The choke. Then we should be good to go. Yeah, that's good to go now. So it's a bit as well, that part with the kit, a gasket seems to come, but on both Puches, when I've took these bits off, it hasn't had a gasket in the top part between there and there. So at the moment I'm going with no gasket on this because fuel don't actually really flow for this bit. It's just a sort of choke mechanism and a throttle mechanism. So when the new kit comes, I might take it apart and just put the gasket in, but I'm not sure from new whether they actually had one. It might have just been an added extra now they do with the kits. Not sure. And on the Lambretta, it doesn't have one in that area. So, but then again, I've seen kits that has it as well, but someone told me they don't have them from new because there's no fuel go through it. So anyway, I can't see it's going to matter much there because that is like I said, the mechanism part. So now, in theory, choke is going up and down. Oh yeah, you can see that. So we've got that going up and down. If I show you the other side, it should work on the throttle, and it does. So yeah, that's all good. So what I'm going to do now, I don't need to show you this. I'm going to just put the little manifold back on and then connect the carb. So yeah, I'm just going to, I did off camera because all it is bolting that back on and then connecting it to that side there. Saturday now, and I'm back working on this Puch. I've yeah, getting on okay. I did have to use my brand new fuel tap that was, well, what I bought for the other one, for the silver one, but that's no problem. I tried to use that one that come with the unbox, well, what was on the unboxing video, but that leaked, so yeah, that wasn't no good. So I put the brand new one on it because I don't want it dripping fuel all the time. It's just annoying and needless if I've got a new tap. I just order a new one for the other one. So that has put another £10 odd onto the fix. But now I've just drained the measly amount of oil that was in the transmission, so I'm hoping there isn't an issue in there. It might have just got low over the years. There's a drain bung on the bottom. So this is that. It does say it's something different it should have, but when I bought this, it said that this was the same stuff. It's just a more modern number for it. I'm not sure at the moment. I'm using this, but I think it'll be right. And what you do is just fill this up until it comes out of the top. So it doesn't take much. I think we're there. So let me check that. Yep, we're there on that. Just there, and it's just starting to dribble out. So that'll do. It's got plenty of oil in it now. So I've covered everything on this now. Well, what I think I need to do, I've done the plug, cleaned the carb. The tank, I swirled it through with some petrol, some clean petrol, and it doesn't seem to be too bad when I drained it out. And I put some new fuel mix in there, you know, 2-stroke and petrol. So we should be really ready for startup now. I'll just find my little bung there. I'll put that back in, and then yeah, we'll be good to go. So I'll just do that off camera and get cleared up, and then we'll go for startup. I'm not sure how this is going to go because the wind is terrible outside, so I've shut the door, and if it starts I'll open the door. But you can see the exhaust there, and I imagine it'll smoke quite a lot to start with. I'll just put the fuel on, and I'll just flood it out a bit. The weather is awful today, and then we might as well just go for start. If it hasn't gone very good how I filmed it, I'll show you it from a better angle. Get Laura to come and film it, start up later, but that's if it starts up. I didn't actually think it was going to start. It was doing nothing, and all of a sudden it did pop off. So it's died down a touch now, so we can have a little look at it going. as you've just seen, Pearl the Puch is a runner, and yeah, I'm chuffed. Runs well. The engine, is it slightly noisy, or am I being critical? I'm always critical of engine noises and think they're noisy when that's really the way they're meant to sound. But whatever, at some point this engine will come apart and have the bearings and seals done. But it's fine to use. There's no really rattles or anything, but I'm always, you know, critical of engines, thinking they're a little bit noisy. And yeah, it's a two-stroke, they are noisy anyway, so yeah, I think that's fine. And also as well, when I started up, it was in the shed as well, and things inside do sound different to outside. So but I think it's actually is fine. But you know, with these things nowadays, when I get them, I like to sort of take the engines apart and change the bearings and seals and that, and that's what I will do in the other one, because that has got a bit of play on the crank, so I've got the new seals and bearings for that anyway. But this one will have that treatment at some point. But as I've said, it's I'm doing it on like a budget, really, you know, a real sort of tight budget to get this on the road. For £100 is cheap. Obviously, like I said earlier, the cost of buying it, but yeah, but actually from getting it and in the state it was, to be able to put it on the road for £100, I'll do well. And I think I'll just scrape by doing that, I think. So so that's the end of the first part of the video of Pearl the Puch. And in the next video, I think I'll probably do a bit of work on the front wheel first, and get the new tyre on. Whether I use these wheels or whether I use the wheels I got delivered the other day, I don't know. I might just use them because they're just a little bit cleaner, so it'll just save a little bit of time. But then again, I might decide to keep the own wheel. I don't know. I'm indecisive, so who knows what I'll decide to do. Yeah, when I got the tyres on, I can actually try it on my drive then and just see what it moves along like, just to check the sort of clutch is working out okay. But it was spinning okay when it was when I did start up. But there might be when it's under load, it might not be so good. We'll have to see how that goes. But I didn't see there could be too much wrong with it. It did seem okay. So, and I did sort of try and shed a little bit, and you always sort of had to pedal these to sort of give them a helping hand before you could start going anyway. It was always a thing about these. So yeah, I've took the seat in the house out of the seat to see if Laura can put a cover on it. So that should be able to be sorted pretty quick. I need a light cover to the top half. I might have to borrow it off the other one at the moment. Yeah, then it's just a matter of lubricating things up. I'll check the brakes when the wheels are off when I do the tyres. And oh yeah, the lights as well and the electrics, they're not actually working. But there is a just under there, you can just see where the silver horn is. There's a broken wire there, so I'm wondering if that's the problem. And the backlight won't work anyway because there weren't a bulb in it. So yeah, there's not much on this. No battery or anything on these. These are just run off of the stator, in where the stator is. And yeah, so just that's what it is. Just that runs the front light, the back light, no indicators or nothing, and the horn. So basically all you have got is front light, back light and the horn. Yeah, and then the speedo's just got the speedo cable in the front wheel. So that's about it. So yeah, I'll get it to that stage, and then I may look into sort of cleaning some of the chrome and that up a little bit, and then just making it look a little bit more respectable. But and yeah, like I said before, I'll degrease the engine as well. So yeah, I'll leave this here, and I'll be along with another video again soon. So bye for now.